Thunderbolts 3. A World on Edge. The movie opens with a montage of global unrest. Nations secretly rebuild covert programs after losing trust in the Avengers' disappearance. Amid this chaos, a mysterious attack vaporizes an entire international black site storing experimental tech. Intelligence agencies are baffled. Surveillance shows masked enhanced soldiers walking through fire without emotion. Realizing the severity of the threat, a global emergency meeting is held. The solution is clear: only the Thunderbolts, a team used for morally gray missions, can respond to the threat no one can publicly acknowledge. The new mission. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine returns with her iconic cold charm. She brings the Thunderbolts back together: Yelena Belova, Bucky Barnes, Red Guardian, Taskmaster, US Agent, and Ghost. Val reveals limited intel: a new organization called the Dominion caused the attack. Their purpose is unknown, but their power level is unmatched. Val orders the team to locate their leader before the world plunges into a new era of superhuman warfare. A dangerous new enemy. The mysterious leader is unmasked: Dr. Dreykov, the brilliant but ruthless son of the original Red Room commander. Karras inherited his father's obsession with controlling superhumans. His version of mind control is far more advanced: not chemicals or triggers, but neural waveform programming capable of remotely rewiring enhanced individuals' brains. He believes superhumans should be controlled, not free. Part 4: Yelena's Nightmare returns. For Yelena, this mission becomes personal the moment she learns the villain is a Dreykov. She relives memories of torture, manipulation, and loss in the Red Room. She fears Karras might rebuild what Natasha destroyed. Yelena vows to end his legacy permanently, even if it means killing him. The team grows worried as her rage begins influencing her decisions. Infiltrating the shadows. The Thunderbolts locate a Dominion hideout beneath Prague's historic district. The base is hidden behind ancient catacombs. Ghost phases ahead to scout and witnesses horrifying experiments: enhanced soldiers hooked to neural modulators, their personalities erased. Screens show looping tests: obedience, strength, pain resistance. Karras is building the perfect army. Ghost returns shaken, barely able to speak. Ambush in Prague. Before the team can retreat, alarms blare. Dominion soldiers storm the tunnels using brutal synchronized tactics. Taskmaster copies their moves mid-fight, but even she struggles. Red Guardian charges like a shield, holding off attackers with sheer brute force. US Agent rescues Taskmaster from being overwhelmed. The team escapes, badly bruised and shaken by how powerful the Dominion is. Bucky's struggle. During the ambush, Bucky experiences a terrifying moment. Karras activates a hacked version of the Winter Soldier trigger algorithm over radio frequencies. The words don't fully control him, but they freeze him mid-combat. Bucky, helpless, watches his team nearly die because of his paralysis. This relapses him into fear he will never escape the Winter Soldier legacy. US Agent's reckoning. John Walker, haunted by past failures, sees the mission as his chance to prove he has changed. When Dominion agents attempt a bombing in a crowded square, Walker charges in alone, coordinating civilians to safety and disarming the explosives with seconds left. The crowd applauds him, a rare moment of redemption Walker desperately needed. Even Bucky acknowledges his courage. A betrayal within the team. Val shares secret intel she has kept hidden. Ghost's unstable molecular structure makes her extremely vulnerable to Kara's neural waveform tech. If captured, she could be amplified into the ultimate weapon, one capable of phasing through global defense systems. Ghost feels betrayed and isolated. She believes Val doesn't see her as a person, only a dangerous asset. Part 10: Ghost's Sacrifice Plan. Feeling like a threat to the team, Ghost tries to leave. Bucky follows her, reminding her that every Thunderbolt is broken in their own way. He confesses he sees the team as his path to redemption too. Moved by his honesty, Ghost decides to stay, not because she believes in Val, but because she believes in her friends. Part 11: Karras' Master Plan. Karras activates a terrifying machine, the Helix Signal, a global pulse capable of controlling enhanced individuals everywhere: heroes, villains, even dormant supersoldiers. A test wave is sent. Across the world, enhanced people suffer migraines and temporary paralysis. It's only a preview. If the full signal is released, the world will be at Kara's mercy. Part 12, The Race Against Time. The Thunderbolts split into two operations. Strike Team, Yelena, Taskmaster, Ghost infiltrate the Siberian fortress controlling the Helix reactor. Defense Team, Bucky, U.S. Agent, Red Guardian disable Dominion reinforcements and destroy supply routes. The clock is ticking. Kara's plans to activate the global signal within hours. Siberian Fortress Assault. The Siberian sky roars with icy winds as the Thunderbolts launch a covert assault. Taskmaster scales the icy walls like a shadow, eliminating guards with fluid, calculated precision. Yelena neutralizes snipers in rapid succession. Inside, Red Guardian smashes through armored soldiers like a one-man avalanche, providing much-needed comedic relief while still showing raw strength. Ghost vs. Dominion Elite. Ghost storms through the facility, phasing through walls as she fights Kara's elite assassins. These soldiers, half human, half tech, anticipate her moves with machine precision. Ghost barely survives by phasing through electrical conduits, causing massive surges that fry her enemies' implants. The battle leaves her exhausted, flickering, and unstable. Bucky confronts his past. Bucky reaches the control chamber only to be confronted by holographic loops of his Winter Soldier atrocities. Karis uses them to weaken him psychologically. Karis taunts him. "You were the perfect weapon. My father admired you." Bucky, trembling, rejects the haunting images. "I'm not your weapon. Not anymore." Fueled by his newfound clarity, Bucky destroys the mind control projectors and fights off Dominion guards with renewed strength. The Helix shutdown. Ghost phases deep into the Helix core to destabilize the machine. Yelena reprograms the control node while Taskmaster holds off waves of Dominion forces. The core overloads, the fortress begins collapsing, and the Helix signal shuts down moments before global activation. Explosions tear through the ice as the team escapes. But Karis is nowhere to be found. Karis unleashes Final Protocol. Karis, escaping in a stealth aircraft, activates Protocol Omega, a satellite network designed to send a second, stronger mind control signal. If launched, the world's enhanced population will become his enslaved army. The Thunderbolts learn the satellite is entering orbit and preparing to fire. Final battle in orbit. Using a stolen Dominion shuttle, the Thunderbolts launch into space. The zero-gravity battle is intense and visually spectacular. Taskmaster battles drones while tumbling in orbit. Red Guardian nearly floats off into space. U.S. Agent anchors himself to an antenna, fighting like a grounded soldier in zero gravity. Yelena boards the satellite's control module, confronting Karis in a brutal, emotionally charged duel. Yelena's triumph. Karis nearly overwhelms her. He taunts Yelena by comparing her to Natasha. But Yelena rises above her pain, defeating him using a mix of Red Room combat and Widow techniques. She refuses to kill him, choosing to end the cycle of vengeance. Ghost phases into the satellite core and destroys it, while Bucky pulls her out seconds before the explosion. The team watches Karis defeat as the satellite bursts into fragments across the sky. A new beginning for the Thunderbolts. The team returns to Earth as unexpected heroes. Governments praise them for preventing a world catastrophe. For the first time, the Thunderbolts feel like a real team, not criminals, but protectors. Val, however, warns that new threats are rising. A final shot reveals classified files labeled Dark Avengers Initiative, Phase 1. Setting up the next saga of morally gray heroes and villains.